Okay, so I'm gonna show you why I edit, mix, and master my YouTube videos in Logic Pro instead of Final Cut or any other video editing software, Adobe, DaVinci. Well, give me a little bit of a pass though, because I'm gonna be running Logic and actually OBS and editing a video at the same time. So we're gonna hope that my MacBook does not spontaneously combust. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the why before I give you the how. All right. So the why is I did an album with my cousin, and so I had to like he had a really bad mic. He lives out of state, so I sent him my microphone, and then after a few months later, I decided to start my YouTube channel right back up, and now I didn't have a good microphone. So I had like a really bad audio, right? Yeah. Yeah, good deeds don't never go unpunished. So, but okay, so now that's why, because I shipped my mic to my cousin. But look, as we're watching here, the first thing you're gonna need to do is get yourself a multi-track with a video, and in OBS, this is how you do it. Like you go to settings right here, like you're gonna go to output right here, and then you go to output mode advanced, you go to recording, and I can't change it, it's grayed out because I'm recording right now, but you add one, two, and three. Like I just give it three audio tracks. There's some other stuff. They suggest using MP4s instead of moves, Apple VT H264, just so you don't blow up your CPU. You know what I mean? 45 kilobytes per second, because I'm what I'm doing is I'm just like trying to minimize CPU. You know what I'm saying? So those are my things. Look, I'm at like 20% CPU right now, which isn't that bad. So, like, if you export with those settings, what you're gonna get when you go, and we're about to jump into Logic right now, and then you'll get separate audio tracks. You're not just gonna get a video with one audio track that contains your system audio and your this, that, and the other. You're gonna get separate audio tracks. So, all right. So look, this is raw video out of the mic that I was talking about, the crappy mic that I have, and this is the video that I just brought into Logic because the audio is bad. So here you go. Like here you go. Okay, so now we're back in OBS, right? And this is just imagine I'm doing a reaction type of video, and this is how bad this mic sounds when I am just like before my chain goes into Logic. I'm actually using a wireless lav that's plugged into a this is with nothing on anything mixer, and that's another story by itself, but you can hear how terrible this sounds. Like I already know how bad it sounds. I don't even need to monitor this. But all right, now in 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna go to my audio on a chain. All right, and let me here's where I'm gonna explain the chain. Like you can do this like 15 different ways, so it isn't about what's right or wrong, you know? I really do like the Avalon. Like here's the Avalon. I love the Avalon. If it'll fucking load up, excuse my language. But I love the Avalon. I use Sean Devine's Top 40 Vocal Bus. I might like tweak it just a little bit, cause just to make it sound right. some people say leave the compressor off and use your own compressor, but I actually double compress that, right? And then I'm gonna take the Avalon into a UAD 1176 because I like how it fills out the sound. Like I really like that 4-to-1 compression, album ready vocal. I use that preset, and I might like tweak it a little bit, but the 1176 is pretty good. I think the LA2A is gonna make you sound a little harsh. Uh, Plug-in Alliance, the what is it? The SSL 4000E channel strip. I use this one because I'm cheap and I don't want to buy the one from UA or Waves. Like, and I've acquired it, and you know what acquiring a plugin is. I don't want to get into that, but I might pull up the harmonic distortion and the V gain just a little bit. You know, might top out, like just tweak the treble a little bit just because it makes me sound kind of dry. You know, you could put it on analog, set up wide. Here's another one. Where is it at? Analog, set up analog stereo mode, and that's another one. Just like crank the V gain and the THD just a little bit. And then we're gonna top that off with the oxide tape, and this is how it sounds. And I'm gonna actually put in a mixing chain, like a whole chain for you to listen to. 3, 2, 1, boom. And now we're on uh my chain and how I process the audio. And you can listen, like this guy's talking.
So Logic Pro 12 just dropped, but I want to show you how these new
He's got some
updates
pretty
are going to
good.
help you with your creativity and help turn your ideas into actual finished music. And there's one thing that I've been...
And now, if you noticed, like if you're looking at me in Logic right now, because we're probably on Logic right now, you're seeing separate audio files, and you see I've mixed it, not going crazy, but just pay attention to the difference in the sound. And actually, all right, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like one thing you can do instead of going through a whole chain, because like I'm a weirdo and I got ADHD, I will do a whole chain. I might do some other stuff. Just so you know, before this, I ran this through Crumble Pop just to remove some noise. I would recommend getting Waves Clarity VX and Waves D Reverb. Those are the best ones on the market. I would use those if I wasn't stingy and didn't want to spend any money. Like, but those work the best. But Crumble Pop is pretty good. It's kind of CPU heavy, but it does work. And so like after this, I don't I literally don't know if my computer can handle this, but what I would put on this at the end of the chain, like on my master bus, is Better Maker mastering compressor. Like this one, just watch what this sounds like once you like put this on here. We go to Ephraim Sounds, and we're gonna go like classic glue. And now, actually, I'm about to jump into Logic, and I'm gonna put this video in Logic on OBS so you can see what I'm doing. Like, listen to what he sounds like.
begging Apple to fix for years, so let's see if they actually included that fix in this update. So I've got Logic Pro 12 open on my laptop, and of course, first things first, we got to switch this to 140 BPM. Now, rather than going through the list of features, I actually want...
And how do I sound right now? Because, and with the cheap mic and the little cheap mixer I got, There's a difference, and this is why I do it in Logic.
Show.
The point that we're getting at is this is like if you use Final Cut or DaVinci or Premiere or Avid Media Composer or any of that, it's annoying and the workflow is kind of backwards, you know? And if you already know how to use Logic, then what is the point? Like, I don't want to get into a workflow for a YouTube video, not for a freaking Instagram reel. And that's where we're going with this. So I just wanted to shed some light on this. You can import videos with multi-tracks into Logic, and like honestly, I can do this. Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this whole chain that this whole chain. I'm gonna leave like the tape on there, but I'm gonna put look, no plugin. I'm gonna take the 1176 off, and I'm gonna take the Avalon off of here, right? And watch what I'm just gonna slap Xbox on here. Neuro Xbox Pro. All you gotta do is like turn off the delay and the reverb. Like turn that off and let's see what this sounds like. Watch. You got a Windows Center and let that play. Okay, so now we're back in OBS, right? And let's get back over to where Xbox is on here. Right here. And now we're on uh my chain and how I process the audio. And you can listen, like this guy's talking.
So Logic Pro 12 just dropped, but I want to show you how these new
He's got some
updates
pretty
are going to
good.
help you with your creativity and help turn your ideas into actual finished music. And there's one thing that I've been
And now, if you noticed, like if you're looking at me in Logic right now, because we're probably on Logic right now, and you see that wasn't really that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do that. Like even if I turn the reverb back on, like I'm gonna have to turn it down a lot. You're seeing separate audio files, and you see I've mixed it, not going crazy, but just pay attention to the difference in the sound. And actually, I'm about to jump into Logic, and I'm gonna put this video in Logic on OBS so you can see what I'm doing. Like, listen to what he sounds like.
begging Apple to fix for years. So let's see.
So, long story short, you can get the sound right on Logic, and the last thing I do on this chain is I'll run this through Ozone. Like, you're gonna want this to hit -7 dBFS, and you're gonna want it to hit negative 14 to -16 LUFS. Like, if you don't want YouTube to compress your stuff, you got to be below like -14 LUFS, or YouTube's compression is going to tear it up. Like, so just run it through Ozone, and then I really don't want my MacBook to catch on fire, so I'm not gonna do it right now. But like -14 LUFS, -16 LUFS on the maximizer, and then you're gonna wanna true peak at right -7 dBFS. That way YouTube's compression is not gonna jack around with your stuff. But that is how and why I mess with my YouTube videos on Logic, because It's easier. Thank you. All right, and goodbye.